Good morning. Welcome to our truly wild and crazy animal blessing service coming to you live from my sun porch. And I realize we're all going to be a little confused this morning. So we ask for your patience with us, those who are holding this service. And I want to thank Austin Cody and Reverend Sally Fritchie and Chris Hanauer and Emily McCown for helping with this service this morning. And we're really, really glad you found us. And we hope that more people will be able to make their way through the labyrinth of directions in order to join us on Zoom this morning. Each Sunday, we begin our services with a land acknowledgement. And wherever you are this morning, please bring to mind the native peoples of the land where you are as I speak these words, which will also be in your chat, so you can read along out loud if you wish. And there'll be a moment of silence after the acknowledgement. We recognize and acknowledge that we gather today on Indigenous land, taken through deception, coercion, and violence. We acknowledge the continued displacement and oppression of Native people and honor their commitments to survival, identity, and the protection of our world. Well, welcome again to this service. This is my friend Rufus, who's also helping out for the service. He's a gift. Anne Newman, our resident puppeteer. And what do you think, Rufus? Do you think this is a trivial sort of service to have at this time of national crisis, or what do you think? What do you think? I think that connecting with joy, even at a time like this, keeps our hearts light and keeps our spirits going. These are good things, right? By the way, Rufus is not the only one who may Zoom bomb my video feed today. Rosa the kitten, who has a prominent place in this service anyway, may appear at any moment. So keep your eyes open for a half-grown gray and white kitten to show up. Early on in the COVID shutdown, I heard that people were referring to their pets at home who would appear unexpectedly on their screens during important meetings as their associates. Wherever your associates may be this morning, please tell them they are welcome, truly welcome to join in the service. And there are parts of the service coming up that are literally just for them. Yes, just for them. Stuffy associates are also welcome this morning in the service, in all parts of the service. And even if you do not have associates currently, please enjoy the service this morning. Families, I want to let you know that the service will be on YouTube for a few hours after this Zoom service to give people who maybe never found their way to the Zoom service a chance to see it. And then it will be coming down. So if you have any concerns about privacy, just make sure that your video is off, and we'll be reminding you through the service about that as well. If you like following along with the service, you can find the order of service in a link that I believe will appear in your chat. And if it's more helpful for you to be able to look at the transcript of the words that are coming up as the service is going, you can go up to the Otter Live in the corner of your screen. And that way you can look at the transcript as well. With that, all that housekeeping, let's have fun. And we're going to start with a recording of the choir from a previous Blessing of the Animals service, the Prayer of the Mouse. The words will be in the chat. And we have a very, very special cartoon to go along with these words. Please enjoy. Okay, well, we're having the first kitten bonding experiences of the service. So I hope you enjoyed that. As you use, we light a flaming chalice. I'm trying to keep her off my keyboard. We light a flaming chalice to begin our services, and the words will be in your chat. And so please read along if you'd like, and you can also light a chalice at home. We light this chalice in honor of the animal realm, furred and hoofed, two-legged, four-legged, many-legged, fanged and clawed, gentle and fierce, wild and tame. May we remember that all animals are our relatives, worthy of our care and respect. Rosa tells me that she really likes this chalice lighting, especially the part about the claws. Trying to light the chalice. Hold on here. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to light the chalice. It's just the way it is. We have an imaginary chalice now lit. I'll try to light it during the next part of the service. Take it away, Emily.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's so nice to see you all. Oh my gosh. I'm looking for young volunteers, kids, young at heart. I'm looking for about 6 or 8 volunteers. So if you want to help me sing the song, it's a bit conversational. It's a back and forth. Will you raise your hand? Oh, yes, we got a volunteer at the Cruz household. We got one. Let's see. I'm going to ask you to unmute. We'll find volunteers one at a time. What's going on, the Cruzes?
Hey, we're happy to be here.
That's great. So who's your volunteer?
This is Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. Thanks for volunteering. All right. Be thinking of an animal that is your favorite that you can make the sound of. All right. Can we get another volunteer? We need about 6.
Amelia has volunteered.
Yay, Amelia. Thanks for coming.
I'm a very good singer, and I love the nature.
Yes, you are. I know that about you. All right. Great. Who else do we have here? We need a few more. I'm looking. Hands. All right, young at heart. Who's gonna help us sing this song?
Where we do that?
Raise your hand. We need just a couple more.
What are you doing?
Just looking.
Where's
Oh, is are you all raising your hand? Ooh, I got. All right. Let's see. I asked Gina to. Gina, are you gonna help us?
Are you ready?
I've lost her. All right. We just let's get one more volunteer. Oh, okay. The Wisemans. I'm gonna ask you to unmute, so you gotta click on your screen.
And Julie.
Oh, and Julie. And Gina. Okay, great. Let's see. I don't see Julie. Scanning. Okay. Yes. Okay. I see you in the chat. All right. Bear with me here while I get everybody unmuted.
I'm here. Good morning, Emily.
Hey, good morning. You're unmuted. That's awesome. Thanks for helping me sing. Yeah,
Sure.
and maybe Austin and Sally, if you want to unmute those who've requested and help me do that.
Andy's here.
Who's this?
Andy, are you helping us sing too?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And while I introduce the song, let's get a cue going. How about? So we've got Austin or Sally, can you write the folks who volunteered in order? Thank you.
I'm
Sally.
ready.
Yeah, this is our first time doing a Zoom service, so thanks for bearing with us, but this is going to be really fun. I have nannied for many years, and this was always a winner. This one helps jog your memory. So, let's see. Let's go with the Cruz family first. I'll sing one, and then I'll ask you. Be ready. Remember your animal and the noise they make. I love my little rooster and my rooster loves me. I'm gonna cherish that chicken, eat the green bay tree. Little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, Cruises, what's your favorite animal?
Toad.
Toad!
Toad.
Toad. All right. I love my little toad, my toad, he loves me. I'm gonna cherish that toad and eat the green bay tree. Little toad goes
Croak.
Croak.
croak, croak, and the rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, Amelia, what's your favorite animal?
A cat. I love cats.
You love cats. I love my little cat, my cat loves me. I'm gonna cherish that cat neath the green bay tree. And the cat goes, Amelia?
Meow.
Oh, meow, meow. And the toad goes,
Croak.
croak, croak. And the rooster goes, cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, Gina, where are you at? What's your favorite animal?
Horse.
I love my little horse, and my horse, he loves me. I'm gonna cherish that horse, neath the green bay tree. And the horse goes. Nice. And the, wait, oh no, the cat, Amelia.
The cat goes meow meow.
Meow, meow. And the toad goes.
Croak.
Croak, croak. And the rooster goes. Cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, Andy, what's your favorite animal?
Fish.
All right, tough one. I love my little fish, and the fish loves me. I'm gonna cherish that fish beneath the green bay tree. And the fish goes. And the horse goes. And the cat goes.
Meow. Meow.
And the toad goes.
Croak.
And the rooster goes. Cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, Julie, what's your favorite animal?
Dogs.
I love my little dog, and my dog, it loves me. Cherish that dog neath the green bay tree. And the dog goes.
Woof, woof, woof.
And the fish goes. And the horse goes. And the cat goes.
Meow meow.
And the toad goes. And the rooster goes. Cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. All right, I want everybody to be making the noises at home on this last one. Sarah, what's your favorite animal?
Wolf.
Ooh, that's a good one. I love my little wolf, and my wolf, he loves me. I'm gonna cherish that wolf beneath the green bay tree. And the wolf goes. And the dog goes.
Woof, woof.
And the fish goes. And the horse goes. And the cat goes.
Meow meow.
And the toad goes. And the rooster goes, everybody. Cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Thank you. Thanks for helping me sing that one. That's fun.
That was awesome. Thank you, Emily. That was her idea to bring that song to us. And thank you for everyone who was willing to play along, especially the young at heart that jumped in. I want you to know I got my chalice lit there. So you too can light a chalice even a little bit late if you want. You know how when you're in a meeting, often you go around, it's always a little awkward and the people introduce themselves on Zoom. Well, this time we're going to also, introduce our associates at home. So what we're going to ask, since we can't unmute with this many people and introduce all of our associates as we might like, we want you to write the name of your associate, and that could be any kind of animal, including your stuffed animals, in the chat. And then Reverend Sally is going to read the names, and when the name of your associate comes up, if they're not too wiggly or large or, I don't know, in a goldfish bowl, so that they're difficult to hold up to the camera, we want you to hold up your associate or associates so that we can see them and greet them. So please begin adding names, and Sally will read them for us.
All right, and you also want to make sure this is a good time to switch to gallery mode. So if you go in your upper right-hand corner and click on gallery view, then you can see everyone's faces in a big grid, and you can watch as everyone holds up their pets. So we have from the Townsend Grove house, Tiberius Athena, Astrid Merlin, Mr. Adam Moo, and Autumn Gray. Oh, beautiful names. From Christy Mercer, we have Dasher, Chase, and George. From the Allen Bernard family, their dog is named Lily. Welcome. From Sarah Wiseman's, I'm sorry, I'm still so new. I'm gonna know the pet names before I know the human names. We have Tesla and Truffles. Welcome, Tesla and Truffles. From Katrina Knights, Sitka and Masha. Welcome, Sitka and Masha. Nan has Mr. Porter Swagger. Sounds like a dapper gentleman. The McEnroe household has associates Milsha and Kara. Welcome, Milsha and Kara. The Cruzes have Robert the Toad, and they also want to welcome the memory of Ace the dog. Welcome, Robert and Ace. Elizabeth Field, welcome to Piper. Welcome to Gwen the cat. Sable Elizabeth Cumberbatch Barrett. Welcome to you, all 4 of your names. Welcome to Percy the Schnauzer. Lizard, Lincoln, and Snuggle. Snuggle, I think, is the stuffy and not the pet. Welcome to Samson, the champion snoring bulldog. Congratulations, Samson, on your championship. Welcome to Hazel the cat. Schmokey the kitty. Welcome to 3 dogs, Dexter, Lucille, and Maggie. Welcome to Catterday. 3 guesses on what kind of animal that is. Welcome to Betta, to Mia and Fiona, who are both cats. Welcome Otis and Casey and Willa, who's a poodle mix. Welcome to Buddy and Scout and Hugo. Finley the dog and Eddie the cat. Welcome to Hans, Bruiser, Buddha, and Peggy. Paisley and Shiloh, who are sleeping senior pups, so let's not wake them. Welcome to Emerson, Samuel L. Katzen, and Nemo, aka Smudge, aka The Void, aka, oh gosh, Nian Lahotep, the Clawing Chaos. Sounds like quite the associate. Welcome to Martin the hamster. Welcome to Puffin. Welcome to Rosa the kitten, aka Trouble, our little Chalice cat. Welcome to Stevie, Stevie Ray Von Beckett. Welcome to one dog named Daisy. Welcome to Gryffindor and Miffany. Welcome to Phil and Lil, who are cats, maybe twins. And welcome to Daisy in Rockford. So many coworkers, so many associates joining us today. Thank you so much for bringing them all here to be present with us in Zoom. And now we are going to do our animal blessing, which is something that normally we would do in person. And there will be an opportunity for those of you who want to make the trip to come and get your little dab of chalk and some words of blessing from your ministers. But the thing is, we are all capable of blessing each other and blessing the loves in our lives. So if you have gathered your beloved animals into your arms, onto your couch, or just into your minds and hearts, I ask you to join me in this ritual of blessing, which is adapted from the UU minister, Reverend Laura Horton Ludwig. So humans, let's take a deep breath and place our hands gently on our heart. Imagine how love flows into you up from the earth and down from the stars, flowing naturally into your heart from all the connections that make up our universe. And then let that love spill over and flow into your hands until you feel them full of love too. And with your hands overflowing with love, you can place a gentle hand on your animal friend and imagine your love flowing into them as well. Or you can lift your hands to the screen and imagine that love flowing into all the animals here who we were just introduced to. And please repeat after me to these animals. I bless you. I love you. I thank you for being exactly who you are. May I be a blessing to you as you are a blessing to me. And now you can give your animal a kiss or a pat or scritch and send them loose to move as they will. But we still have all this love and universe energy here in our hands and in our hearts. So now you can point your palms down flat on the table or the floor or your chair and let that love pour out through the floor into the ground, into the soil that runs deep and connects us to every place on earth. And send that love out to the creatures that live outside of our homes, in the ground, hidden under our feet. And send it out to the creatures that live on top of the earth, and out even further to the creatures that live in the trees and soar in the sky. And finally, to all the creatures that swim in the waters, in shallow streams, and some that swim so deep we humans will never even see them. To all those creatures, both known and unknown, let us say, I bless you. I love you. Thank you for being exactly who you are. May I be a blessing to you as you are a blessing to me. And I invite you to take one more deep breath and then let it all out. Thank you. Amen. And now you can stay tuned for a very special segment of today's service, which is designed specifically for our animal friends to enjoy watching with us. Our own Ann Newman's Pet TV.
And now, here is your infomercial host, Butterscotch. Hey everybody, I'm Butterscotch and I'm your host for just a couple of minutes. All right, calm down. Sit, good doggies. Hey, it's good to see you all. I'm glad you're with us today because I am introducing a brand new product. Oh, you're gonna love this one. Get ready to be amazed. It's Squirrel in a Box. Squirrel in a box. Where's the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? Hey, there he is. Look, it's a squirrel in a box, and it can be yours for only $29.99. That's right, folks. Squirrel in a box is the best thing you can imagine. And you can do so many things with it. You can look at it. You can bark at it. Woof, woof. You can even chase it. But you know what? You'll never catch it. That's the one thing you can't do is catch the squirrel. Because those little fellers are fast. They are so fast, you can't even catch them no matter how hard you try. Or you can try, and they'll just... See what I mean? But wait, there's more. If you get Squirrel in a Box, you'll also get, for only $49.99 extra, Cat in a Box. That's right, Cat in a Box. Oh, you're really gonna love this one. Isn't it wonderful? She's just the nicest cat, comes in her own box, and you can do all kinds of things with Cat in the Box. You can look at the cat, you can bark at the cat, you can, you can cuddle the cat. But you don't have to worry about it running away because cats love boxes. They never want to leave them. This cat's going to be there all the time in the box, just right there in the box. You can have a cat in the box. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't you love to have a cat in the box? All right then. All you got to do is send in $49.99. Just call for your cat in the box. She's never going to get out of the box. She'll be here waiting for you. Call 1-800-BIG-WOOF. That's right. Major credit cards accepted, void where prohibited. All right, start those phones ringing. You're really gonna want this cat in the box. She's never gonna get out of the box. And remember, folks, who's a good dog? You are! Hey, kitty, 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 kitty.
So I just have to share with you that behind my laptop screen is a box. And this, as Rosa grew, she started doing a lot of walking over my laptop keyboard. And I didn't know what to do about it. It's so cute, but it's kind of a problem. And somebody said, you need to put a cat trap on your desk. And I said, what's a cat trap? And they said, any sort of box. And it's true, it works. So I have this, it's actually one of those like inboxes, perfect size for a kitten. And she spends a good part of the day when I'm working in that box. So it's true. Mostly if you create a cat trap, the cat will go in the box. I really didn't believe it, but it works. We, as Unitarian Universalists, acknowledge that we are part of the sacred web of life, and this service is very much dedicated to that sacred, interdependent web of life. The connections that we have with each other, with the animal realm, with our larger community, and with the world. Our building may be closed, but we have so many activities going on right now for all ages, for families, for adults, for kids, for associates. Oh, the cat is heading into the box as I speak. And I hope that you take a look at our e-news and see what we're offering, because there are a lot of ways to engage. There are also many ways to engage politically at this difficult time. So take a look, see if there's something that you want to connect with in there. We're going to be doing a whole special panel with people from the church who are election judges next week on any questions that you might have about voting. So things like that. And if you're not currently on our newsletter list and would like to get that email newsletter, the link to sign up is in the chat. Each month, as part of that commitment to the way that we are interdependent with the larger community, we share half of our Sunday offering with a local organization that is in alignment with our values. This month, our shared offering is Cunningham Township's Angel Donor Fund, and our own Jen Straub is going to tell us all about it. And after the video of her during our offertory, there will be an opportunity to give via text or online. The links will be there right on the slide. So please give generously.
Good morning. I'm Jen Straub, the Housing Advocacy Coordinator at Cunningham Township Supervisor's Office and fellow UU. I'm here today on behalf of Cunningham Township Supervisor's Office, your friendly social service agency right down the street from church. At Township, we provide life-saving support for low-income Urbana residents dealing with the devastations of homelessness, joblessness, hunger, or lack of essentials. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed many shortcomings of our social safety nets, locally, regionally, and nationally. And Cunningham Township Supervisor's Office has been busier than ever, helping our most vulnerable neighbors access housing, food, and basic daily needs during this crisis. Our Angel Donor Fund was created in 2018 to fill gaps in social services provided in our community by our agency and others. And we've needed it more than ever during this time. 100% of the donations go directly to secure food, clothing, housing, power, transportation, or other essential needs of low-income residents of Urbana. Recent examples of this include short-term emergency housing and meals for a family referred to us by Crisis Nursery, a pair of work boots for a resident about to begin a job, paying off an old utility bill for someone who was experiencing homelessness so they could move into a new apartment, application fees to help another homeless resident apply for housing, and a bus ticket for yet another homeless resident to shelter with a family out of state. At Township, we feel so lucky to work within our community that values all of its citizens and works toward economic equality. And we appreciate the part that UUCUC continues to play in that important work. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your service this morning, for your generosity, and for all that you do to make our community the wonderful place that it is. To learn more about Cunningham Township and the services we provide, please visit our website at www.cunninghamtownship.org. Again, that's www.cunninghamtownship.org. You can also give us a call with any questions at 217-384-4144 or email us at info@cunninghamtownship.org. Thanks so much for having me today. Have a wonderful Sunday.
So that singing was one of our hymns from last year's Blessing of the Animal service. So if you were there last year, your voice was heard in this service as well. Thank you. And thank you for your generosity expressed truly in so many ways. I know that's one of the great gifts of this congregation. This morning, not surprisingly, I want to talk about kittens. This is not to avoid talking about other lovely animals like dogs. I remember when I was a kid, I had one of those Dr. Seuss books that you could list what were your favorite things. And I still have this book, and it shows, I can't remember what the order is, but basically I wrote in dog, and then I crossed it out and I wrote in cat, and then I crossed it out and I wrote in horse, and then I wrote them all in again. So we can love many different animals, but this little homily, this little reflection is about kittens. Like a lot of people during the shutdown, I adopted animals. In fact, it was truly remarkable in my neighborhood to watch day by day new dogs walking down the street with their people. I swear they were sprouting like mushrooms after rain. Every day there were new dogs, often new puppies. And I'm sure that in many, many households, there were other animals appearing as well. And I was in that lockdown period in my house. My mother was here, my 92-year-old mother. I was working all the time, and I thought, this is a perfect time to get a kitten because I'm home all the time. She's here, she's a little bored. And so I went kitten hunting. And thanks to Umita from the church, who had a friend at Parkland who had taken in a cat from the streets who'd been neglected and abandoned, brought her into her garage in the deepest, darkest, coldest part of the winter. And then maybe some of you can figure out what might have happened then. Then she started gaining weight inexplicably. And yes, she was pregnant and she had 7 kittens. And so this friend of Umita's was looking for homes for those kittens. And I ended up taking Rosa and also her mother. Some of you may have seen pictures of them together for our Mother's Day service, some other services. I ended up having to rehome her mother, Bella, because it turned out Bella did not want to live with any other animals, not even her own kitten. But she has a fantastic new home. I miss her a lot, with a young woman here in town. And Rosa is with me, growing daily. I thought I might give you, so one of the things that I began doing very early on, maybe day one, was I started something on Facebook called #Kitten Ministry. And probably a lot of people just thought I was obsessed with having a new kitten, but it wasn't true. I was doing it as a ministry, because what I had noticed on Facebook is that this was April. We were right in the middle of COVID. Nobody knew what was going to happen. It was a hard time. It's hard now, but it was really hard then too, if you think back. And pictures of animals were giving people a lot of joy. And so I thought, well, I'll do that too. It'll be a kitten ministry. I have one of these cute little things in my house, and I'll share pictures and it'll make people happy. And oh my goodness, did it make people happy. I remember the first day, I went a few hours without posting, and somebody wrote in the comments, I need more pictures now. So truly, it was a form of kitten ministry, and I still post now and again, and it's public on my Facebook page if you want to go look. Also, there's been a study that's come out since the pandemic started, and it found that people who had pets during the lockdown period were less lonely and stressed than those who didn't. This was a real study titled Human-Animal Relationships and Interactions During the COVID-19 Lockdown Phase in the UK. And it found that there were truly positive effects on mental health and on loneliness by having an animal in the house. Okay, so what I thought I would do is share a few of those photos that I posted on Facebook over the time that Rosa was growing, from the time she was about 8 weeks old until last night. So let me see if I can do this. This may be awkward, but I think I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen, then we're going to go here, then we're going to go to slideshow if I can find it here. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully you can all see a really, really cute little kitten. Make faces if you're seeing very, very cute kitten photos. So I know you're seeing them. Yes. So there she is. That was day one. She was actually smaller than my slipper, and my slipper is pretty small. So these were the photos that were Kitten Ministry photos on Facebook. And she really was cute. I used to say that living with these two was like living with supermodels. So there she is, cat in a box. And there she is with her mama, Bella. Really, I thought she could have been on the, oh, there she is, insisting on her right to play in the dishwasher. Here she is a little older, in a bag, cat in a bag. That's another big theme. There she is keeping watch in her box behind the laptop, looking out the window in my sunroom. And then this was last night, telling me that it was time for me to stop working now. And her favorite activity, climbing the screens in my sun porch and playing with my, I will stop sharing now if I can find the link. There we go. I have a beautiful metal angel that was my grandmother's, and she loves to grab hold of the wing and look out the window. So that's Kitten Ministry. And I am very proud of my Kitten Ministry. And if you have an animal, you should think about doing a little ministry online too, because it helps all of us. Also, another thing I do, this veers towards the political, so forgive me, but back about 4 years ago, I decided that it would be helpful for me to not see pictures of a certain world leader. And I found out about this great little extension to a web browser called Make America Kittens Again. And it scans for photographs on news articles and all that of a certain world leader and that person's family. And instead, it shows you pictures of kittens, really, really cute kittens. And I can't tell you how much this has helped me over the last 4 years. And I highly, highly recommend it. I still have it on. And every day, all the time, I see really, really cute kitten pictures. Well, I want to say a little bit about why I called this Animal Blessings. They bless us. And that's true whether we have animals in our house, or we see birds flying, or we see beautiful images online. They bless us every day. And we should remember that. So animal blessings, we think that we're blessing animals, but we should remember how they are blessing us as well, as that beautiful animal blessing made clear earlier today. I came across a fantastic story not long ago about a llama. You may have heard about this llama in Portland. This llama has attended, I think at this point, nearly 100 demonstrations and protests and marches for Black Lives Matter. He's a very, very large and dignified llama whose name is Caesar Mccool. He is known as Caesar the No Drama Llama, a retired 6-year-old Argentine grand champion show llama that now works as a therapy llama and llama activist. One of his best talents, I'm reading from an article, is offering emotional support hugs, which people line up to give him at protests and other places where Caesar shows up. Caesar brings calm and diffuses tension within these extremely volatile situations because everyone loves him as much as he loves everyone. And that's a quote from his person, whose last name is also Mccool. So far this year, Caesar and Mccool have attended many Black Lives protests in Oregon, including 5 in Portland's epicenter, to offer support and a tranquil presence to protesters. In recent years, they have attended more than 50 marches in support of a variety of civil and environmental causes. And I just want, again, to take a moment to touch the gratitude you feel for whatever animals have been in your life. And we were going to show a little video, but I think we're going to skip that in the interest of time. I don't want to keep you in this really cute service for too long, because Sally and I have to get to the church by 11:45 so that we can bless animals in person. But we'll be sure to post it in Facebook so that you can see it there. It's a BBC video about the more about the health benefits of even seeing cute videos about animals. So thank you. Thank you for letting me tell some Rosa stories. Each Sunday, we bring our individual joys and sorrows to our time together. And we also carry the joys and sorrows of the world in our hearts. And we are now in, well, we've been for a while, but even more so this week, in uncharted waters. Our president is hospitalized, and many, many people at the top of our government are or will be infected by this nightmare virus. Whatever your feelings are for the party that is currently holding the position of the presidency, however tempting it might be to share funny memes, even to feel like, well, it serves them right. And I know those kinds of thoughts have come up for me. I've laughed at some of those funny memes. Let's call each other to our first and foremost UU principle, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We at least can strive to live by our highest ideals and values. And these values can be our guide through these times, these turbulent times. And now, as we sing our blessing song, as we do each week, I invite you to bring your own joys and sorrows to your heart, and also to write them in the chat. We won't be reading them out loud, but anything that's written in the chat, we will also share in the e-news this week. The blessing song will now be heard, and let it wash over you. Before we close, I want to honor and remember those animals we have loved who have died in the past year. And I'll begin with some words by our extraordinary colleague, the Reverend Teresa Soto. When your best friend has 4 or so legs. What it means to have a pet is to love someone who speaks a language you do not. A dog will bow and prance, a cat will purr and blink, a guinea pig will giggle and squeak. These are friends. They are loves. It's kind of a surprise that you should love someone so much who would eat the butter on the table if they could get away with it, and gets endless hair on the sofa when they aren't even supposed to be on the furniture. When they are called companion animals, it's such an open, tender truth. The comfort of fingers to fur and big, adoring eyes. These are friends. They are loves. They stretch our hearts and fill them with their abundance of kindness. When they are gone, our hearts remain larger, though their absence leaves room for expanses of grief. Their love champions and companions us still. Let us honor all the animals we have loved who have died, those who were tamed or wild, those who lived in our homes or out there in the wider world. Please now share the name of animals that you may have lost in the past year in the chat, and I will read them out loud. Ginger, my sweet Sheltie. Daphne, Poppy, Tucker, Parker, and the Lhasa Apso, Odie, Lily, my dog, Sock, the cat, Magnolia, the dog, Wally, the kitty, just this May, Ace, Frida Kahlo, guinea pig from Katrina Nights, Daisy the basset, Cooper and Midnight, Bandit, Sadie, Pandora, Barney dog, thank you for sharing these names with us this morning. And now we'll sing a beautiful song that Austin Cody, our choir director, is leading. It's called There Is a Love, and it's Universalist words written by the Reverend Dr. Rebecca Parker, the former president of the Star King School for the Ministry, one of our 2 UU seminaries. Please sing along if you wish, or again, let it wash over you.
There is a love holding
Thank you so much, Austin. In this time of transformation and peril, may our love that is holding us as well deepen and widen until all are held within its embrace. And Rosa, who is shaking the desk on which the laptop is standing, so if you see any shaking, that's what's going on. She sends her love as well, as does Rufus here. And finally, let's close with our Chalice Extinguishing. You can read the words in your chat. Read out loud too. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And I hope to see some of you and your associates at 11:45, between 11:45 and 12:45 today. Many blessings.